Like I said, I was actually planning to become a doctor, and then I gave up on that because I met Musar through Zoom, and then he introduced me to a job at NAS Arabia. And then 1 year later, we have a channel now, it's NAS Arabia with Ahmed Uzir, has over 4 million followers. So I've gained experience in this past year, and obviously I used to make videos before, that I want to share with you. Obviously this is part of the NAS Academy course. So story. When you think about a story, like everyone can tell a story. A businessman can tell a story. How? When you pitch something to someone, you're telling a story. If I'm in an elevator with like a CEO, I'm going to tell him, oh, by the way, hi, my name is Isa, I run this company, just like you just did, right? You just told the story of yourself, your name, where you're from, what you do. This is a story. So stories are not just for videos. It's stories applied to in real life as well, for business people, for people who are trying to sell a product, for people who want to do amazing in their careers. They need to sell their story. Story is important. So, when we think about story in general, when it comes to videos, we look up the camera work, we look at the sound effects, the audio, the music, the quality, the subtitles. All these elements play a role into serving the story. The story is the king. We always focus on it. If you have a bad story, no matter how amazing the visuals are, you've seen this on Instagram so many times, the amazing cinematography and everything, and then the story is really bad. I'm not going to watch this. Nobody watches little views. So the story matters. In this course, in this workshop, I'm going to try to tell you how to tell an amazing story. And I want you all to leave this workshop having the most valuable information in order to tell it. So, this right here is what all you need to know in this workshop. The golden 3 rules. This is what NAS Academy teaches. This is what we have experienced ourselves. This is what we have all learned as a content creator. The golden 3. If you take anything from this room today, I want you to take this golden 3. And I'm sure like Masuni, Ibrahim, and Stefanos have taught about the golden 3 so many different times, because that's literally, it's as important as it seems. Simple, organized, relatable. Simple, organized, relatable. When you look at a NAS Daily video, have you noticed that he uses these golden 3 rules?
Yes.
Exactly. But not just NAS Daily, like almost all the successful creators use these 3 rules in some way. After you leave this workshop, you're going to start noticing when you watch a video that's high in views, that went viral, you'll notice that these rules apply. So let's delve deep. The first rule I want to delve deep into is simple. Now, when I talk about simple, what do I mean? Like, am I talking to make it simple so that, and what do I mean by simple? Can anyone share with me? There you go, Ahmed.
It's like you're talking to a grade 3 person. You have to understand.
He's actually not wrong. You know that? In the NAS Academy course, there's a website called Hemingway app where we tell the people who are taking the course to write their scripts on it. And then choose the grade level of that script. If it's more than grade 3, it's a bad script. It's very complicated. No one will understand it. But why is it important to tell a simple story? Let's look at this example. Look at these words. Slurp, hydrate, quench, guzzle, digest. What are we trying to say here? Can someone share? What do these words all mean?
Water.
Drink. Someone said drink. Someone said water. Drink. So yeah, why do we study? When we go to university, they teach us like, learn amazing vocabulary, use it, your papers need to have complicated words. But all these words mean one thing. Like you said, it's just drink. Why complicate the message? And it is how it is. Like, learning English is counterintuitive. Like, we're not taught this in school. Like, we're taught to read the dictionary, learn the complicated words, and share your message in a complicated way. But who will understand it? Only the people who are graduating, who are educated, have years and years of experience with that. That means, I don't know how much, a large percent of the population will not understand your message. So we need to unlearn English. The first thing we need to do in terms of storytelling, unlearn English. Make your words simple. Just like Naziri does, just like a lot of other creators does, Casey Neistat, even when you see a video of this, it's simple. The words he uses simple. Sometimes he uses complicated words, but you get the message. Okay. Unlearning English is important, but as my friend Albert Einstein, who I met down the street yesterday, he told me, make everything as simple as possible, but not simpler. By the way, this guy, I think he's going to places. Like, these guys have a very, very interesting name. But anyways, what do I mean by this? What do I mean by this? Sometimes your message can be too simple, you lose the message of the video is not communicated. So you've oversimplified your message. Now, usually in these courses, in this workshop, we would tell everybody to write a script. Okay, write a 1-minute video. But we're not going to do that. But the reason why we're not going to do it is we don't have time, but also, because I just gave you the gist of it. This is the important part. Sometimes people think, okay, I need to make it so simple. I'm gonna write, okay, I was walking here, this is what I did, and this is how, then you lost the message of the video. You made it too simple. So simple, but not simpler. No, but not simpler. Very important. Okay, any questions regarding simple? Before we move on to the golden rule number 2, which is one of my favorites. Go ahead. One example from golden rule? We'll get to it. That's a very good question. We are going to get to, yes, right here. Are you ready for a boring story? Who's ready for a boring story? That was the last segment. Okay, does anyone know where this is from? Egypt, exactly. So let's look at an example. Sudan, yeah, they actually have pyramids in Sudan. Pyramids, not, I don't think that's it in Sudan. Anyways, not Sphinx, exactly. Thank you. Okay, Ancient, I need a volunteer right now to come and read this paragraph in the most exciting, energetic way you can possibly can. You want to do it? You got it.
Egypt, so exciting.
Yes, I want people to understand and love this paragraph. Right now, go. Yes, yes.
Egypt is a country in North Africa, on the Mediterranean Sea, and is home to one of the oldest civilizations on earth.
Yeah.
The name Egypt comes from the Greek Egypton, which had a pronunciation of the ancient Egyptian name Haukapatu, mention of the spirit of Mpa, originally the name of the city of Memphis.
Amazing! Good job, buddy. Wow! You did an amazing job. Okay, this description right here is from worldhistory.org. How many people do you know go every day and search worldhistory.org and read and consume that content? Nobody. So because it's these words, even though he made it sound exciting, and that's talent from him, but this is boring. Nobody cares about this. Okay, let's try another volunteer. This is more complicated, but I need to see how you can make this interesting. Can someone volunteer? There you go, my friend, over there. Let's go. From here, you can read it from here. Okay. You don't have to read the whole thing, but I want you to just showcase how you can say this in an interesting way.
Okay.
Go.
The early dynastic period in Egypt saw the unification of the North and South kingdoms under King Menes of Upper Egypt, who conquered Lower Egypt. This version of the early history comes from the what's who lived in the 3rd century BCE under the Ptolemaic dynasty.
Good job, man. Good job, man. Well done. Now, no matter how much energy you put into this, it's going to be fun, it's going to be energetic, but the message will never reach because it's too boring. The text is too unsimple, let's call it. So, here's what I did with this. I made a video about the same exact thing and posted it on TikTok, Reels, and Facebook Shorts, and I did it in a different way. I'm going to show you the video now. How many Arabic speakers here? Raise your hand. Okay, not all of you, but a lot of you, which is amazing. If you don't understand, I'll tell you what it means. But it's in Arabic, just say disclaimer. Okay, here's what the video is. It's about the same thing. Okay?
Syria, سوريا، العراق، العراق، ألجيريا، الجزائر، كل الدول العربية اسمها بالإنجليزي تتشابه مع اسمها العربية. إلا مصر اسمها الأجنبي إيجيبت. ليش؟ ومن وين يا هالاسم؟ بحثت، دورت، وعرفت الجواب. انعرفت مصر بعدد من الأسماء بالعهد الفرعوني، مثلا كان اسمها كيميت أو كمت، وتعني الأرض السوداء، وانشهرت باسم حوت كابتاح، واللي تعني أرض الإله بتاح، إله الموت والحياة. بعد حكم الإسكندر المقدوني وبعد البطالمة لمصر نسفوا اسم حوت كبتاح تماما من القاموس، ويقال بسبب صعوبة لفظ حرف الحاء عليهم، وتحول الاسم بعدها لإيجيبتس باللاتينية واليونانية. ومع الوقت أخذت اللغات الأجنبية مثل الإنجليزية والفرنسية والإسبانية اسم إيجيبتوس، وتحول مع الزمن لإيجيبت. الدنيا حتى اسمها بالإنجليزي مختلف ومميز، فإذا قارنتها مع بقية الدول مثل
That's it. That's the end of the video. Thank you. For Arabic speakers here, obviously understood what I was saying. It's basically why Egypt, out of all the other Arab countries, Egypt's name is not the same in Arabic as it is in English. Syria means Syria, and Tunisia, Tunis, it's all similar. But Egypt, Muslim, it's so different. So we made a video about this. Again, we're using the same knowledge from these previous slides. It's the same thing. History of Egypt. We talk about the name. We talk about the background, etc. And we made this video. Now, how well did this video do? It was posted on. This is only from TikTok. Okay, only from TikTok. 945,000 likes. Almost 1 million likes. 14.6 thousand comments. 11,000 shares and 15.8 million views. So, why does this work? It's the same story, but it's in simple words. It's a question that's in everyone's mind. If they Google it, they'll find out, but it's going to be a long worldhistory.org explanation, and you have to read all that information, and the message is not going to be across, and people are not going to watch it, not share it. Exactly. Exactly. But we sent the message in such a simple way, in only 1 minute, it worked. And there's something there, guys. There's no way a video that sucks or by chance gets this much engagement. Views is one thing, but engagement is also an indicator of how well the video is doing. And the engagement on this video is insane. So, here's what we did. This is the original script we had, and this is what we created from that script. This is very important. We simplified it. We created simple words for everything. Like here, Egypt is a country North Africa on the Mediterranean Sea, and there's all this. Okay, instead of jumping straight to Egypt, let's talk about the other countries. Syria, Iraq, Algeria. All our countries have foreign names, they're Arab names, except for Egypt. Why? Where does this come from? I searched, I looked around, and I knew the answer. This is how we started the video. It's different. We don't just talk like a worldhistory.org website. So, simple words reach the message across in an amazing way. Do you agree? Yes. Okay, well, that's why 40 million followers, NAS Daily. His words are so simple. You never see NAS Daily Messiah say anything that's complicated. Sometimes I hate his videos for it, but he has a point. Because we'll get to why in a bit, but it's again, simple plays a role into creating a very powerful script. So, writing, storytelling, simple, we're done. Any questions before we move on to the next golden rule? All good? Okay, excited for organized? Okay, let's talk about organized. Golden 3. What's the time? How is the time doing? I think we're good on time, right? Okay, organized. Here's what you have to do to organize your video. Very important, guys. 4 building blocks for every single video you do. If you apply this, you have an organized script. You have a script that works, that people can understand and can read, and actually, you articulate yourself. So, intro and hook. Just like what you see in this script, there is an intro. Syria, Iraq, Algeria. I hook you in. I'm talking about different countries. So that's the hook. That's what they call the hook, the intro. You attract them in the first 3 seconds and the first 5 seconds. Very important for social media platforms. If you don't hook them at the beginning, your video is going to likely flop. That's why algorithms, they support, if they see the watch time is high in the first 5-10 seconds, they will push your video forward. So intro is very important. Now, every video, it's essentially, you have to propose a problem. You have to talk about something that you think is a problem or is an actual problem. I need to talk about a problem. Okay, and I say, okay, Egypt, everyone, all the countries have similar names. But Egypt, why is it Muslim? That's a problem. I've said a problem there. So people are already interested because every one of us are interested in problems and want to know the answer. Wow, okay, I thought about this before. So exactly. So that's a problem. And then you have to give a solution. If you give a problem and then you end the Egypt, I don't know why. And bye. And that's it. No one's gonna want to like you or follow you or care about you. So you need to give them a solution, whether it's an actual solution or a proposed solution. So that's what you have to have in your scripts. And outro is very important, guys. This is where the CTA comes from. You know what CTA is? Call to action. Exactly. You guys are so smart. So call to action happens in the outro usually. Like for more, or follow this account. Like you've seen the talks outside. How is it? Subscribe to this channel. Exactly. Ahmed, one of the amazing people here. Amazing. So we have the 4 building blocks. Let's watch this video and see what's wrong with it. I want to hear it. Oops, what happened? Oh. It's okay. I was going to show you another boring video, so I think that's for the benefit of all of us.
That's Microsoft.
It's boring too, so it works.
Okay, let's go. Yay! Thank you guys for engaging. Okay, let's go. I think it's going to pause again. So anyways, I'm going to show you a video. Hopefully it works really good.
COVID-19 forced a decade of innovation into a few weeks. We can't help but wonder, is this wave of ingenuity here to stay? The pandemic became a force for change. Frontline workers, health systems, scientists, manufacturers, and supply chains had to adapt quickly. What have we learned? Where will this take us? 6 months ago, telehealth wasn't the norm. Now, it's a necessity. The only difference is our willingness to embrace change.
We get the point. Guys, do you see any good things about this video or any bad things? I want you to share. Let's review. Here, go ahead.
It's not simplified.
It's not simplified. Good. Why? What words were not simple enough?
It uses a lot of complex, high-end words.
Exactly.
Like simple ones.
So you think that's a bad thing, right?
It's just hard to process.
Exactly. Okay, cool.
Two
Any other shit? What?
Two verbals.
Two verbals?
Yeah, too many words.
Yes.
About nothing.
About nothing. Exactly. The intro is like 20, almost 1 minute. The intro. Okay.
Stop with it. They will use all the stock with it.
Exactly. Stop video. So much stock video. I don't like the stock video.
I don't know where it's taking us.
Exactly. It's like, oh my god, yeah, yes.
Stock video manager.
Exactly, that's good. What about you? Yeah? Monotone, exactly. The speaker is very boring to hear, right? It's a good point. Thank you for sharing that. It's a very amazing point. Okay, anything else? Yes.
They don't tell you a solution.
Here's what we say. Yeah, well, if you watch the video, they kind of like, there is an organization to the video. But here's what we did. Just like, I see you smiling. Yes. Yes. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so this is the script. This was the script of the video. COVID-19 forced a decade of innovation. A few weeks, we can't help wonder, is this way to do it? So there is an intro. That's a really bad intro, to be honest. Okay, there is a problem. The pandemic is a force for change. There's a problem, but it's so vague. It's not like, come on, give me just say, what is it about? Okay, so let's look at the solution. 6 months ago, it wasn't the Rome, now it's a necessity. The only difference is our willingness to come on, like, will you watch this video? Will you like this video? Yeah, it sucks.
But it's a B2B. It is not aimed at the normal user.
Exactly. That's
It's
amazing.
really a B2B video, so it has to be different, right?
Yes, that's a good point. But if it's B2B and it doesn't work, who will care about it? Nobody.
Yeah,
But even the conference, what's the point? Is it just because it looks pretty? Like, who will care about this video? Will it cause a change? B2B. Explain what B2B is. Business to business, right? Yes. So it's like a pitch. You can like a pitch video, whatever. It could be used for many multiple things. But I'm trying to say that this video is a sucky video. Just, I think we can agree on it, right? Okay. So we tried to fix the script. Improved version. Okay. Yeah. So instead of using decade for innovation, COVID-19 password is the future. That's it. Use future. Future is a simpler word than innovation. Today's technology is advanced. What's the more? Okay. Simpler intro. Look at the intro. Look how, like, in a few weeks, we can't help wonder, is this way? Like, no, we asked, what's the more do life-changing invention? And then we also improved the problem. The pandemic became a force for change, frontline workers, health systems. The virus forced us to change. That's very interesting. The virus forced us to change. This is an improved script. So, what have we learned, and where will this take us? Okay, so again, same problem, but the idea of the problem, we changed it, made it more simple and to the point. And we organized it better. So, 6 months ago, blah, 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 okay, again, same thing, like, but we use this. I want you to share. Why is this important? Why do we, if the next version probably said, like this, and this, why is this important?
You show, not tell.
Yes, exactly, guys. Show, not tell. Good job. So, I don't know if you noticed, NAS Daily uses this a lot. When he's in his script, and even the script writer, when he writes his script, they go like, this country has a lot of water and garbage. For example, in this place, and this place, and this, in the script, he doesn't really have the images, but he writes it in the script so that they show in the video. This is an important tool you can use in your script to show and not tell. Some people like to see. They like to, wow, okay, that's a nice example. You're telling these are examples. Like this and this. So, okay. Now the outro, we improved it as well. What did we do? COVID has been innovation. They used the word innovation again. I hate that word. Okay, and then COVID has inspired us to think outside the box. Again, simple words, more organized. So, organized is about making your script flow from one part to the other in the building block so that people can understand it in a simple way. Cool? Makes sense, right? Now, relatable. My favorite part of the golden rule. Yes?
For organized, does every video have to have a problem and a solution?
No, that's an amazing question. If you take one of the provider, I gave this course to anybody here knows Supercar Mandi? Yes. So I gave this exact course to her team, and it was a 3-hour course. So in that 3-hour course, we actually give examples that are different. For example, some videos, they have lists. Instead of problem solution, they give you lists, examples. Like there's a TikTok video where you go like, oh, 5 minutes, right? There's a TikTok video where it goes like, here are some countries, how they laugh. Laughing in different countries. For example, English, French. So there's a structure to a video that is different than problem solution, correct? Whether it's a list, whether it's an intro, and then a middle, and just an outro. So there is leeway there. It doesn't have to be. But like I said, the reason why we recommended this structure is because this structure is like literally the origin of stories. When we read stories as kids, it's always written in this way. All the best stories have a problem and a solution. But obviously there's always exceptions and ways to do it creatively. But if you follow this will get you something. That's the idea. Cool? Okay, let's talk about the last golden 3. Relatable. Why do we have to make things relatable? Because your viewer could be anyone. And when I talk about anyone, your grandmother can watch your video and understand it. Your brother, who's the same age as you, can understand it. And your little sibling, who's maybe 5, 6 years old, can understand it. The reason why we make the videos relatable is because we want to reach the most amount of people. In order to reach the most amount of people, it has to be relatable. So let me give you an example. I can talk about a chair. Like, this chair is very big, and it uses a lot of wood. Also, this chair is like small sometimes, but it's big sometimes. Okay, I've said information about the chair, but let me make it relatable. This chair will make you feel comfortable. This chair will make you want to understand why chairs are so good and why we need them. So when I talk like that, when I relate it to you and why you think that chair is important, I'm already making it relatable. So that's how you can apply relatability to your scripts, is when you talk to the audience. When you talk about something that we all relate to, when you talk about something like when you leave the video, oh my God, yes, I've been through that. Let me like, share, and subscribe. So that's why relatability is very important. And Messiah, the way NAS Daily uses it, is that we always talk about, there's a series of videos he makes it always about people and people's struggles. We always relate to people's struggles. So when we highlight other people's struggles, it's already relatable. Like, I've been through the same thing this has been. So I want you guys now to answer this question. How did we make ancient Egypt relatable? You remember the video I showed you. How do we make it relatable? Can anyone answer that question? There you go, Robbie.
Comparison. We started with Syria, Iraq, and countries that, first of all, like, I'm sure there's viewers that are from those countries. So oh, he said my country, and he's repeating it in another language. And then you're like, oh, plus.
Yes, exactly. Very good answer. That's exactly what we did. The reason why we started with different countries is because, oh, I'm from Syria. Oh, I'm from Algeria. Oh, so it's already relatable. You're listening. You're already talking to people. Exactly. So, and then we talk about Egypt, and then the Egyptians make it relatable. There you go.
Well, for me, your face looks confused here, and this topic is confusing, so I relate to it.
Yes, exactly. You are. Oh, yeah. You know, we got a lot of comments from Egyptians who didn't know the answer. So I kind of like that's why it was relatable. Great. You guys understand now the golden 3. This is very amazing. So let's recap. Simple, organized, relatable. If you apply these golden 3 rules to any of your scripts, trust me, you will be a better writer, you will be a better storyteller. Why? Because words have power. Words are very powerful, guys. When we talk about, when we hear the speeches of presidents, when we watch videos that talk about important issues, whether it's rights of people, whether it's whatever, when we share our words, they have influence, strong influence. So that's why you need to take it seriously. When you write your scripts, when you talk about, you make your videos, it's not just a game. These videos will reach people. So consider the power of those words. Make sure that you understand the weight of them and become a, there you go, Stefan.
I just want to say something to seal the deal if I have.
Of course, go ahead.
I want to give you a real life example that happened to me 2 weeks ago. What Aisha says is very important. Now, if I tell you that there is somebody, that somebody is a journalist, right? So immediately you speculate that they know how to write. Am I correct? Like journalists, 7 years in CNBC, important. They came to us and they wanted to write a script for us. We didn't hire them. 2 times I sent the script back and I told them, can you please stop reporting and tell me a story? They say, okay, I'm gonna fix it. And everything was reporting. Everything was like, this is a chair, next to it there's another chair, there's somebody sitting in front. And I'm like, can you make conversational? 7 years, and they couldn't do it. So what we said here today is essential wherever you are doing it. Be it in business, which people want to get the information really fast, content creation, in journalism. So please pay attention. Sorry?
Not in cinema.
Not in cinema.
Not complicated.